This is really getting on the fans' nerves, my friend. With every new practice, a new bombshell drops in Buffalo, and now the front office is starting to move pieces aggressively. A lightning-fast signing, a veteran taking up rookie space, a star player boycotting workouts due to his contract, and even a possible trade for a star wide receiver valued at $68 million. All of this is happening now, and you'll understand every detail. The Buffalo Bills opened the week with a behind-the-scenes move that surprised many. The team decided to release rookie Rush Reimer to make room for a much more experienced name in the lineup. We're talking about Dan Feny, an 8-season NFL veteran with one of the most stylish haircuts in the league. But of course, his talent goes far beyond his looks. Feny, a former third-round pick in 2017, has played 120 games, with stints with the Chargers, Jets, Bears, and Vikings. His main strength lies in his abilities. He's already capable at left guard, center, and even right guard, giving him a powerful role in the hands of the Bills' coaching staff. Although in recent years, he's been used more as a backup, with only 8 appearances in 2024 and no offensive snaps in Minnesota. His experience could be crucial. During his time with the Chargers, he was a regular starter from 2017 to 2020. And although his Pro Football Focus (PFF) grades aren't encouraging, averaging below 50 in run and pass blocking, the truth is that he brings immediate depth, especially amid the wave of injuries that have hit the offensive line. Alec Anderson and Cedric Van Pran Granger were recently absent, while Spencer Brown only recently returned. The cut of Reimer, an undrafted rookie from California, shows that the team is looking for security and experience. Feny could even start as a practice squad player, but if more injuries arise, his name should appear on the roster very soon. And speaking of internal problems, things have heated up outside the attack as well. One of the most important players in the attack has decided to stop training, and this could signal a very serious contractual reversal. Yes, it's true. Running back James Cook didn't show up for Sunday's practice, and the reason wasn't injury. When questioned, he was blunt. Business. This raised alarm bells in Buffalo, as the player had been practicing normally until then, even without a contract extension in place. His sudden absence caught the team off guard, as GM Brandon Beane revealed, "We tried to work something out with Jimbo, but it takes 2. This shows that negotiations aren't proceeding as planned." Some say Cook is using this boycott as a form of pressure, while others believe the relationship between the player and the team has seriously deteriorated. NFL Network reporter Tom Pelissero even softened the situation, saying the parties aren't that far apart, and that there hasn't been a breakdown yet. But at the same time, he compared the situation to a decisive 4th down play in the AFC Championship game. In other words, it's all or nothing. Cook, who shone in 2023 and seemed poised to establish himself as the number 1 RB, is now at the center of a saga that could end in a separation. And if that happens, the Bills already have a possible alternative in mind. If James Cook does indeed leave at the end of the season, the Buffalo Bills will have to act quickly to find a new name to lead the backfield. And a strong candidate has already been identified by analysts at Pro Football and Sports Network: Justice Haynes, a running back who recently transferred from Alabama to Michigan. Haynes is a 5-star prospect in high school, known for his patience, vision, explosiveness, and balance. At Alabama, he was rarely used, but still tallied 616 rushing yards, 99 receiving yards, and 9 touchdowns in 25 games. Now, at Michigan, he's expected to gain prominence, and with it, rise in draft projections. At 6'1" and 215 pounds, Haynes combines physicality with good reading and receiving ability, making him a 3-down threat. Analyst Jacob Infante projected the Bills would select him in the 3rd round in 2026 at 94th overall, and he could pair with Ray Davis, creating a new core for Buffalo's running game. But while eyes are on the future of the running back position, the Bills are also closely watching a rare opportunity in the wide receiver market, and the name being speculated about now is a big one. A star with 5 seasons over 1,000 yards is in their sights. What if I told you the Bills might be about to pull off one of the boldest moves of the season? Well, my friend, the name of the moment is Terry McLaurin, the Commanders' star wide receiver. Valued at $68 million, dissatisfied with the lack of a contract extension and possibly available on the market, McLaurin has become a direct target of Buffalo's management, and the plan to bring him in has already begun circulating within the NFL. According to The Athletic, the trade package proposed by the Bills includes wide receiver Curtis Samuel and a 5th-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The idea is simple: to once and for all solve the lack of a true number 1 receiver for Josh Allen, while the Commanders would receive a player who has already been there. Samuel, and a modest pick, which could become development capital. Without paperwork, it seems like a smart move. Samuel is talented, fast, familiar with Washington's system, and could help fill McLaurin's void immediately. And the Bills, in turn, gained a receiver with 5 consecutive seasons above 1,000. Reliable route running, aggressive after the catch, and capable of changing the offense's level. But like everything in the NFL, the problem lies lies deeper. Experts believe this offer is far below McLaurin's true value. Even though he's unhappy, and in the final year of his contract, he's one of the most respected receivers in the league, with 460 receptions and over 6,000 career passes, and he's still only 29 years old. Many believe that to convince the Commanders, the Bills should increase the package, perhaps bumping the pick to a third round, or even adding young players with potential. And even if Washington accepted the offer, which, frankly, seems attractive, Buffalo would have another, even bigger obstacle to overcome: cap space. McLaurin would likely demand a contract extension in the region of $30 million per year, something that would place Bills GM Brandon Beane facing a truly impossible task. Time has already exceeded the 2025 salary cap, and projections for 2026 are even worse. Accommodating McLaurin would require restructuring several contracts, cutting veterans, and perhaps even letting go of key players. It would be an all-in move with serious consequences for the future. And this is where the deeper dilemma arises. Is it worth the risk? McLaurin transformed Buffalo's offense, opening up space for Keon Coleman to develop with less pressure and giving Josh Allen an elite duo to compete with the AFC's top players. But at the same time, this move could compromise the roster in the coming years, limiting renewals and even affecting the defensive balance of the season. Brandon Beane is between a rock and a hard place. If he bets big now, he could lead Buffalo to the Super Bowl. But if you get it wrong, you risk plunging the franchise into a salary cap crisis for several years. On the other hand, remaining cautious and trusting in the development of Keon Coleman, this year's second-round pick, is also a gamble. Just slower, less bold, and perhaps safer. The question for fans is, would you prefer an offense ready to die in 2025 with McLaurin and Allen together? Or do you believe the right path is to stick with the original plan and develop the talent already in-house? The clock is ticking. And as Beane himself once said, sometimes you have to take a chance because time waits. Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, but I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.